fiscal deficit? First of all, let's understand that what is fiscal deficit. It is the gap between the government's total expenditure and its total revenue, excluding borrowings. It is a measure of the amount of funds the government may need to borrow to cover its expenses. What does it indicate? It reflects the government's borrowing requirement. A higher fiscal deficit indicates a greater need for borrowing, impacting the country's debt levels. Now, what is its formula? Fiscal deficit is equal to total expenditure minus revenue receipts plus non-debt capital receipts. The above formula shows the mathematical calculation used to determine the fiscal deficit. What is its significance? It shows the financial health of the government, and a manageable fiscal deficit suggests sound fiscal health, while a higher deficit can indicate financial stress. What are its economic impacts? High fiscal deficits can lead to higher public debt and inflation. Excessive borrowing can drive up interest rates and reduce funds available for private investment. How this deficit is funded? Typically, it is financed through borrowing from domestic or international sources. Governments issue bonds, take loans, or seek international assistance to cover the deficit. Now let's discuss that why is it even used? It is used by the governments as a policy tool to stimulate economic growth during downturns. Deficit spending can boost economic activity during recessions by funding infrastructure projects and public services. And what about the sustainability? Persistent high deficits may lead to unsustainable debt levels. Long-term high deficits can burden future generations with debt and limit economic growth. Now let's understand that does it impact the interest rates? It can influence interest rates and thus investment levels. High deficits may lead to higher interest rates, affecting borrowing cost for businesses and consumers. Now lastly, let's discuss how common public perceives it. High deficits may lead to public concern over economic management. Public awareness of fiscal deficits can impact trust in government financial policies. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.